What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? Thanks for joining me for some more Road to Regionals today, where I attempt to climb the online rankings, try to become a better competitive battler and commentator as I go along. Now, today is Thursday, and right now I'm recording the day before. It's very late at night because I worked a very long shift today. But we're going to be using the same team all week. No more changes as of yesterday with the PP Maxes on the Cresselia. But I was actually thinking about taking Giga Drain and putting Sunny Day back on Amoonguss. I don't know why I thought about that, but I'm going to keep Giga Drain on Amoonguss. I think it's the better option. We're going to be sitting at a ranking of 15, 62, 36, and 33. And those disconnects really do disappoint me because we would have so many more wins and our rating would be so much better. But Philip from Germany, 1563 player, so close to the rank we have right now. I'm going to take a picture of his team really quick. He has a highly threatening team. He has Mega Charizard Y of his own. It could be Mega Charizard X. You never know, because this absolutely does not look like a Sand team, obviously, because he has an Egg Slash on his team, and there would be no point to have an Egg Slash on your team on a Sun team, because it just doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense at all. So this could be a Mega Charizard X team Dragon Dance set. Obviously, Thundurus being extremely annoying. I gotta watch out whether or not that is a Defiant Thundurus, because that's a thing on BattleSpot now, apparently. It's not legal in VGC matches, but, you know, it's allowed on BattleSpot, obviously, because it's not official rules on BattleSpot. Anyway, we're going to decide who we'd like to bring here. I don't even know whether or not my Charizard is a good matchup against his team. I could very well... He's definitely bringing his Thundurus. He's definitely bringing his Thundurus. I can tell you that right now. He's gonna bring his Landorus. He's bringing his Landorus, he's bringing his Thundurus. He could possibly lead Double Genies. That's a really good lead for him. He's gonna bring his Egg Slash. And probably the Charizard. Could bring the... You know, he could bring the Conkeldurr for my Heatran. But I will bring my own Sylveon, my Heatran. Double Genie lead. How's the Double Genie lead looking right here? Obviously, Thundurus can't do anything against my Landorus unless he goes for an HP Ice. I'm feeling that lead right now. How's Amoonguss look as a lead? I could Spore, but then he could Taunt. And yet again, I don't know what kind of Thundurus set this is. I'm not bringing my Charizard, and I'm not bringing my Amoonguss either. There's a lot of things that take care of it very well. He could Taunt, Prankster Taunt. He could possibly Thunder Wave. He has a Conkeldurr, could get an Ice Punch. He has his own Charizard. Not bringing the Amoonguss. I'm going to bring the Sylveon, obviously, for his Conkeldurr. It could just get a lot of good damage off, and if he is Charizard X, it will be doing neutral damage. What is this looking like? Ooh, Sylveon and Conkeldurr. I was not expecting that lead. I was expecting Double Genies. That's why I led with Landorus, and I led with Cresselia. So this is a very good lead for myself, because I could possibly just U-turn out. Get some chip damage off on the Conkeldurr, but then what did he go for in his position? He could go for the straight up Drain Punch on the Heatran if I do that switch in. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. Because Drain Punch, oh, he Hyper Voices, so I mean that's always a thing. But he is intimidated. He is intimidated. Oh man, this is very interesting. Even if he's Assault Vested, Psyshock will be doing a considerable amount of damage. He's gonna go for Knockoff. He's gonna go for Knockoff into Cresselia, so I'm not gonna start setting Cresselia up right now. There's really no point. This Conkeldurr is really the biggest threat right now. Obviously to my Cresselia and my Heatran. Question is, now who do I switch back into? He could go for an Ice Punch, not going to do too much to my Heatran, obviously he is intimidated, but does he expect the switch out onto the Landorus slot? I don't know whether or not he wants to call that, but either way, if I switch in Sylveon, I think he can eat up I think Sylveon can eat up any, a double down attack, obviously the Hyper Voice, and unless he sets up a Calm Mind or something like that. What happened to my... What happened here? Alright, so Sylveon Hyper Voices. Well, this is Ice Punch. He does go for the Ice Punch. I'm really sorry, guys. I have no idea what just happened. What just happened right there? Okay, so he did go for the Ice Punch. Obviously, the Hyper Voice Ice Punch combo didn't do anything to my Sylveon. Well, that was really weird. But Sylveon could just straight up knock out the Conkeldurr right here. Thing is, what kind of investment does this Sylveon have? Because I'm gonna Icy Wind. I'm gonna Protect. I don't want my Sylveon to get knocked out right here. If I get an Icy Wind off, obviously I'm going to... don't understand that one right there. That doesn't make any sense to me. And he's going to activate my Keyblade, which is even better. And I'm going to get an Icy Wind. Who avoided? I hope it wasn't the Sylveon. Oh my god, it was the Sylveon. Really though? Really though? I can't get a steady good 2 hits. This game is just seriously just breaking on me right now. Life Orbed. Okay, so constantly just wearing himself down with the Life Orb. He will not be able to knock out my Sylveon right here. I mean, he doesn't have knockoff if he didn't go for the knockoff into Cresselia. That didn't make any sense for him to go for a Mach Punch right there. I'm gonna go for Hyper Voice. I really hope I'm faster than Sylveon. If I'm not, well, I can't do anything about that. Obviously, Icy Wind would have slowed the Sylveon down. My Sylveon would have been able to outspeed both, and then even if the Sylveon connected with, well, I mean, obviously it would have connected, but if he would have not been knocked out, it would have been knocked out by Life Orb damage. And I'm going to heal off all this damage so I can take another. I'm gonna Mach Punch the Cresselia again. I don't understand that. I'm going to... I think it's a critical hit. I'm going to get Moonlight, so the following Hyper Voice should not KO. Even if I had a Sun, it'd be so much better. He is going to be faster, so... That's unfortunate. Obviously, RNG plays just a horrifying role in the game. So much that it actually makes people lose that should win. But again, it's part of the game, so you can't really do anything about it. Alright, so what I'd like to do here, I could bring in my Heatran Yeti. Well, no, if I bring in my Heatran, he can go for a Mach Punch, but if I bring in my Landorus, he'll be double intimidated. It's not going to do too much, and I could possibly get rid of him with and the Hyper Voice shouldn't knock out. Even if it's Life Orb, it should not knock out, especially a spread move. He could switch out his Conk right here. Switches out his Conk, who does he possibly go into? Probably either the Charizard or the Thundurus. Yet again, he doesn't want to take a Rock Slide, so he could just sack his Conkeldurr right here. So I'm just going to go for a Earthquake, Moonlight. Earthquake, Moonlight. I'm banking on this knocking out the Conkeldurr. I really am. If it doesn't, I'm kind of screwed. And it doesn't. I should have just went for a Side Shock. I was kind of banking on it because the Hyper Voice will knock out my Cresselia from this range. And then, well, I'm getting really screwed over right now. Obviously, if I would have hit the Icy Wind, he would have #1 been KO'd by Life Orb damage right there. Yeah, he would have been KO'd by Life Orb damage right there. He would have been slower to my Sylveon, #1. The Sylveon would have been put damage on him. And it's really just stupid. It really is stupid. I just can't believe this shit. This game is incredibly frustrating sometimes, especially when RNG decides the battles for you. That's when it really becomes frustrating. Okay, so I think I'm... why does it keep doing this? I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna make sure everything's good after this battle. I do apologize. I have no idea. It's never done that to me before in a good 2 years. Alright, so obviously best option right here is to Protect. He's gonna go for a Mach Punch. Do I go for an Icy Wind? Because obviously he's gonna that's the best play right now. Heatran's gonna Protect. He's probably gonna go for a Mach Punch. Mach Punch into the Heatran, so Sylveon should KO itself with Life Orb, but then he's most likely going to switch in his Charizard, which will be faster than my Cresselia at that point, and then he will be able to get a straight up KO. And the Life Orb should KO right here. I'm telling you right now, if I would have connected with that Icy Wind, I win this game. I win this game so easily. Because the Sylveon would have outsped. I would have got damage onto the Sylveon. Even if my Sylveon would have been KO'd by his Sylveon, I would have been able to bring my Heatran. I mean, not my Heatran, my Landorus. Landorus would have been able to KO the Sylveon, get the Conkeldurr down in range for my Cresselia to knock it out, and this battle would have been won so easily. Alright, so he's obviously... He's not going to go for a Heat Wave. He's probably going to go for a Flamethrower into the Cresselia, and I cannot absolutely do nothing about that. And Cresselia should be knocked out, especially in the sun. Definitely should be knocked out in the sun. Or you could just go for... If this man has HP ground, you know... I tip my hat off to him, but I don't think he will. I really don't think he will. So, if I get this Aegislash out of the way, that would be absolutely incredible, but... I'm going to go for Moonlight. It's my best option right here. Yep, he's going to be Mega Charizard Y. Really weird as to why he is a Mega Charizard Y. Actually, if I get the KO on this Aegislash with my Heat Wave, I could win the game because Charizard, if he doesn't have Hidden Power Ground, he's not going to be able to touch my Heatran. So this is going to be very interesting. Probably going to go for the straight up... What just happened? What just happened? A physical Charizard Y? Why? Why? What is going on? What is this? Oh my... Oh my god. Oh my god. What is going on? I have no idea what just happened. I really don't know what's going on right now. Well, he's gonna go for another Earthquake. That did 52 damage. So even without the Shucket Berry, it still shouldn't KO. I have no idea what the hell's going on right now. Now, do I go for an Icy Wind? Slow down the Charizard so my Heatran can outspeed the following turn? I'm not going for that. I'm going for a Psyshock. I just can't believe this. This is absolutely insane. He's gonna... Weakness policy. Weakness policy. Definitely on the Aegislash. Yep. That's why he has Earthquake. But he King Shield the previous turn. Is this Shadow Sneak? Oh no, it can't be Shadow Sneak. Ooh, I think the Charizard avoided... No, the fucking Aegislash. Wow. Wow! This is getting frustrating beyond belief. Shadow Ball my Cresselia. Feel free to. You shouldn't even be there. Into the Heatran. That was actually the smartest play he could have done right now. Now, if I would have protected right there, that would have been absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm going to lose to this team because of RNG. Fucking RNG! I'm sorry. I am so sorry right now. This is absolutely... This is unnecessary right now. This absolutely isn't unnecessary. This really isn't unnecessary. Unless I get a crit, it's not knocking him out. Yeah. I can't believe I'm going to lose this game. And like 3DS craps out again. That was he had no right winning that game. I'm sorry, Philip. Yeah. I know I get frustrated sometimes, but I call it how it is. He had no right winning that game. Icy Wind miss on the Sylveon set me back. The fucking... Oh my god. The miss with the Heat Wave on the Aegislash, I mean, he couldn't have been in a better position with those two misses, and that actually won him the game. So if it's not Rock Slide flinches, it's an Earthquaking Charizard and a Heat Wave avoiding Aegislash. Oh my god, I can't believe this. If I seen that in a tournament and lost, I would have been done. What is going on here? Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to fix my DS. Okay, so this has been quite the eventful day. Sorry about that, I just hopped into a game before my 3DS decided to start working. Hopefully it doesn't crap out. We have a team of Gardevoir, Porygon 2, Garchomp, Azuri, I don't know what its name is, Talonflame, and another Conkeldurr. Oh man, I just gotta completely concentrate right here, decide what I'd like to bring, because obviously Porygon 2 is gonna be really annoying. And I really have no way of dealing with it. Oh my god. I have no way of dealing with Porygon 2. Except maybe my Landorus, but he's definitely gonna have Ice Beam. Let's do this. I really don't think Amoonguss has a solid matchup. He has a Mega Gardevoir on his team as well as a Talonflame. That deters me enough not to bring my Amoonguss. Did I bring my Sylveon? I wasn't really paying attention. I think I brought my Heatran maybe, and if I did, I don't know why. I should have brought my Charizard, Landorus, Sylveon in the back. Let's see who I have in the back in here in a second. So getting the Intimidate on the Garchomp right here is really helpful. He's probably just going to go for a Rock Slide. I brought the Cresselia in the back. Alright, good. Cresselia and Sylveon are in the back. It's always interesting to see what Garchomp goes for, but obviously going for the Rock Slide right now would be the most obvious play. But I can also protect Charizard, U-turn. Even if he's Scarfed, he shouldn't be faster than my Landorus. And if I U-turn into the Gardevoir, obviously, you know, he could just protect with his Gardevoir. I think he's protecting with his Gardevoir. But if he doesn't protect with his Gardevoir, I am just going to U-turn into his Gardevoir and... Do I want to Mega Evolve right here? I don't want to Mega Evolve just yet. I think he's protecting with his Gardevoir. I'm not too worried about taking a Rock Slide with my... I'm not too worried about taking a Rock Slide with my Landorus, even if he does protect. And he's not going to protect? Well, I should be faster with my Charizard. Alright, he doesn't protect. Most likely we're going to see a Rock Slide, though. Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. He is not... Well, Gardevoir's not very physically... built. So I switch in my Cresselia, activate Keyberry. I think that's a better option, yeah. I don't want to get any unnecessary damage onto my Sylveon right now. You won't be taking a Rock Slide very, very well. Activate the Keyberry. Very good. He's going for Hyper Voice. Okay. Alright, so... all depends on whether or not he wants to stay in with his Garchomp. I think he will. I really think he will. Obviously, I want to get the Icy Wind on a Garchomp. Hopefully it connects. We never know. We never know anymore with that last battle that we had. Alright, so I'm expecting this Icy Wind to connect. I'm getting a lot of damage on my Cresselia, though. A lot of damage on my Cresselia, which is... it's not good at all. And, do I even go for... do I go for a Heat Wave right here? I switch into my Landorus again. I switch into my Landorus, it's gonna get KO'd by the, yeah, it's gonna get KO'd by the, oh, crap. I'm switching into my Sylveon right now. If he switches out his Garchomp, perfectly fine with me. That's even better if that happens. I'm probably going to take a Rock Slide with my Sylveon. Yep, he's going to be Rock Slide. I'm not doing too much to my Cresselia, not doing too much to my Sylveon. It's going to fire off another Hyper Voice. I will outspeed the following turn with both of my Pokemon. Finally, it connects. Whew. Thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna Moonlight off. I should have set up the sun, but oh well. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my Charizard there. Gonna get a Moonlight off, and the Hyper Voice should KO. It should KO both the Garchomp and the Gardevoir. If it doesn't KO the Gardevoir, I'm kind of screwed here, but I should get a Moonlight off before he sets off his Hyper Voice. And obviously he's taken a little while to decide this. He probably will bring in either his Porygon 2 or his Talonflame right here in the Garchomp slot. And he could also protect with his Gardevoir, but probably Double Switch would be better for him because he may lose either one of his Pokemon if he doesn't pull the switches. Or either protect. Yep, he's going to withdraw his Garchomp, so very good decision for him. Probably the Talonflame will no Porygon 2. Very good switch in because Porygon 2 will kind of... Okay, he downloaded Attack, which is fine. So he will not protect Gardevoir. I'm going to get Hyper Voice off. Hopefully this does KO the Gardevoir. You've got to be kidding me. That's okay. Okay, so... Wonder... Can I do that? Okay, he didn't imprison my... He probably has Psychic, Hyper Voice. He imprisoned, I ran Imprison on my Gardevoir. That's pretty interesting. But he's probably going to set up the Trick Room with his Porygon 2. Does that make any sense, though? Probably will set up the Trick Room, protect, right here. Yep. He's gonna protect Gardevoir. Yep. Ah, man, I should have seen that coming. He's gonna set up the Trick Room. I knew he was gonna set up Trick Room, that's why I Calm Minded with my Cresselia. I should have seen that protect coming from the Gardevoir. Could have just had a free switch into whoever I had in the back. He's gonna go for Toxic into the Cresselia. That kind of makes more sense. And I'm gonna go for a Moonblast into the Gardevoir. Now the question is, do I go for another Moonblast into the Gardevoir? I mean, he can't really switch into anything else. It's going to take a lot of damage, and Porygon 2 obviously can't do anything to my Sylveon besides maybe, like, poison it. Do I go in for an Icy Wind, hoping it connects with the Gardevoir, and go for the Moonblast onto the Porygon 2? I kind of feel like I'm going to do that. I gotta kind of hope this works out in my favor. Because I will outspeed with my Cresselia onto the Gardevoir. Yeah, he goes for a double protect, okay. Okay, I am going to connect with both of them. Okay, alright, good. Porygon 2 is going to be the slowest Pokemon on the field, so reducing its speed, and he sets up Trick Room, it still doesn't matter. He was always going to be the slowest one on the field. Going to get some good damage off. Obviously, he can recover. Wow. And it's going to reduce his special attack. That's beautiful. And he's going to recover. Alright, so... Someone ran this. I can't remember their name. I do apologize. Someone ran this Porygon 2. If I do remember correctly, James Beck was using it on his team as well, featuring it from that regionals winning team. It should be Hidden Power Ground, Ice Beam, Toxic Recover with the Eviolite, which is very, very annoying to deal with. Obviously, I can't protect because I'm imprisoned. He's gonna go for an Ice Beam onto the Landorus slot. I mean, the Sylveon slot. Ha ha ha! But this Porygon 2 is download. It's not analytic. Analytic would knock out my. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it. Gonna do it. I'm gonna switch in for the Intimidate on the Garchomp. And I'm gonna go for an Icy Wind. This is stupid. Screw you, Toxic. Okay, so hopefully this eventually works out in my favor, but getting the Icy Wind onto this Garchomp will favor me. Well, that couldn't have been any better. That couldn't have been any better. It's gonna do a lot to the Garchomp. Wow, that's a lot. And then I can Earthquake as well. Unless he has, let me see, he has the Porygon 2. Oh, he goes into the Cresselia. That's awesome. He can't freeze me, so that's a thing. But Toxic will build up over time. It should knock me out after this turn. Now, who could he bring in? Obviously, he could protect with his Garchomp right here. But who can he... he had his... He had Garchomp, he had Gardevoir, he has Porygon 2. And I don't know what the last Pokemon that he had. If it is Talonflame, obviously Earthquake won't affect it. But the best option here is to bring in my Charizard Earthquake. Because if it's not the Talonflame in the back, he is kind of screwed. It's going to be the Talonflame. Guarantee it's going to be the Talonflame. No, okay. Does that thing have Levitate? Does that thing have Levitate? I can't remember. I think it does. Yeah, fuck, it has Levitate. Oh man, he's gonna go for an Ice Beam into my Landorus. Oh, a Toxic. Into the Landorus. Okay, I mean, I think the Ice Beam would have been a 2-hit KO, so poisoning me wasn't really the best decision. I mean, at least in my opinion. Fucking Porygon 2, man. Alright, so what do I do here now? What does this thing want to do? I don't even know what it does. I really don't know what it does. Man, I wish I could have U-turned. If I would have U-turned the Garchomp slot... Now, the best decision right there would have been U-turn the Garchomp slot, but it did super effective damage on the switch-in. I don't know if KO'd the Garchomp regardless because it was such low HP. I'm going to put my Cresselia back in here for a possible sack. He may just Ice Beam that Thunders. Or, yeah, the Landorus slot. I don't know what this... I know it's going to be faster than my Charizard, but, I mean, it can't really do much to it unless it has, like, Rock Slide, and I don't even think it gets it. I just don't know what this thing wants to do. I really don't. Hopefully Heat Wave will get a crit on the Porygon 2 so we can get it out of the way, because it's really getting annoying. That's Thunderbolt. It's non-stab, so, I mean, yeah, bring me down to half. Another one will KO, though. Porygon 2 avoids. Like, this is getting ridiculous with these lucky-ass avoids. Wow. Focus Sash? Focus Sash. And he's going to recover. Obviously, if I would have connected right there with the Porygon 2, his Porygon 2 actually should have been knocked out. I just can't believe that. I really can't. It's not looking too good right now. He's playing a very good game with the Porygon 2. Obviously, doesn't really present much offense, but he could just absolutely poison everything. But I think he's going to go for like a Thunderbolt Psychic. Probably Thunderbolt into the Cresselia, as well as an Ice Beam into Cresselia. There's really no reason for him not to do that. Because Charizard Protect right here is pretty obvious. Pretty obvious, but then I could just Moonlight. I can Moonlight, switch Landorus in. Yeah, I think I'm just going to not Protect with Charizard here. Because he probably will expect... Because if he doesn't Thunderbolt the Charizard, he's going to Fire Blast the Cresselia, guarantee it. That's okay, actually. That's fine. And, Porygon 2 probably will just either recover again or go for a Toxic. Yep, if he didn't avoid, I would have knocked out. Yeah, if he didn't avoid, I would have knocked out. So, and obviously this won't knock me out, but it probably will freeze me. Oh, thank God it didn't freeze me. And I'm going to bring in Landorus right here. Go for a U-turn, switch in Sylveon. Because then he could just Ice Beam the Landorus slot. And if I switch into my Sylveon, communication with the other trainer was interrupted. I really don't understand these people. Just forfeit. Just forfeit. I really don't understand that. Oh man, this was a very, very interesting video. Very interesting video. The first match we should have not lost whatsoever, but Earthquake Charizard. Really, though? Really? Like, who the hell was expecting that? Obviously, I could have played better on my part. I could have protected Heatran, expecting the double down into the Heatran, be it the Earthquake and Shadow Ball, because he was obviously the bigger threat. Protect Heatran right there, and I really don't know what I could have done with my Aegislash. I mean, my Cresselia. Obviously, as you've seen, the Psyshock wasn't doing anything. I could have went for maybe like another Moonlight. Blade, get him into Blade form, go for another Heat Wave, knock out the Charizard. I don't know what I could have done. Obviously, getting the Avoid with the Sylveon onto the Icy Wind, getting the Avoid in the Sun with his Aegislash on my Heat Wave. Obviously, that was RNG decided that battle on our part, so I should have won that battle really easily. But it's a part of the game. It really is a part of the game. If it's not Rock Slide flinch critting me, it's RNG. Just, you know, everyone wants to avoid my attacks. And if you've seen my previous episodes, I missed 6 Heat Waves on a Malamar yesterday, and I missed 2 Icy Winds the day before that with my Cresselia. I mean, they only have a 10% chance to miss, and that 10% chance seemingly turns into 90%. But we're going to pick up a nice win against a Japanese player, and he was a 1600 rated player. No, you didn't see his rating, and it was really good that we were able to do that. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, Saturday, with more Pokemon VGC on my channel. Take care.